Okay, so I'm going to try to teach you the Fiona Apple song, or her, cover of it, of Why Try to Change Me Now. This was a request from Vanessa, so you can thank her if you had been looking for this. She requested it, otherwise I probably never would have thought of it. And of course, as always, if you want the graph staff that I create, it shows how the notes all line up, so you can just look up and see the actual notes rather than having to try to read the sheet music. And it has the lyrics. Makes it a little bit easier for some people. Anyway, I posted a part 1 of the video that you can look up part 1 and it'll show you exactly how it sounds when it's completed, which is just exactly like the recorded version or live version and the sheet music. Except there were a few inaccuracies in the sheet music, so I was able to correct that. But anyway, let's begin. So you're going to start out in your left hand. You're going to play E flat. This is middle C. So E flat, and then B flat in your right hand. And then with your left hand, you're going to play this B flat here and a G with your right hand. So, and then back to the B flat in your right hand. So, and then you're going to play this E flat minor chord in your left hand, which is E flat, G, and B flat at the same time that you're playing this C in your right hand. Then back up to the B flat, then G flat, then B flat. So that whole first measure now is, Then you're going to go to a D in your left hand, A in your right hand, and then you're going to play C and F at the same time. Then back to the A, and then you're going to go down here and play this G, A again, and then the F in the left hand and the right hand, and then back to the A. So that now you've got then you're going to play C in your right hand, your left hand, sorry. Then G. And then you're going to play E flat in your left hand and B flat in your right hand at the same time. Then C in your right hand. And then you're going to play D and this low F in your left hand. And then you're going to play this D in your right hand again at the same time that you play the octave up in your left hand. And then you're going to play this B flat and F in your left hand at the same time that you play this B flat in your right hand. And then you're going to play this G in your left hand. And in your right hand, you're going to play a B and B flat at the same time. And then you're going to come down and play B and A at the same time that you hit this F in your left hand. And then you're going to play B and G. So that whole part that you've got so far is This song is pretty much just in straight 4/4 timing. There are a couple timing changes, but during that intro, and I guess for the whole song, it says, play freely. So, once you learn the song, you can try to play it along with the recording, because especially during the intro, she kind of drags out notes and plays them like right at the end of the beat, or sometimes right at the very beginning of the beat, and you'll just kind of have to hear that and play along with it. So moving on, that's the intro, and then it goes into the verse, and you come down here, and now this is 2 C's below middle C. So once again, here's middle C. And she plays, it's a B flat, it's a C minor 7, but she plays this low C in your left hand. In your right hand, you're playing E flat and G, where she does I, and then you play G and B flat. So for the word I'm, she plays I'm. And then in the left hand, you're going to play this F at the same time that you play C, E flat, and A. So you've got I'm sentimental, and then you hold that for a beat, So it's just so I, and then for Walk in the Rain, go to this D in the left hand, and in the right hand, you play this C and D at the same time, and an F, which I'm doing with my, I'm playing C and D with my thumb. You could, if you want to, whatever's more comfortable for you. I just like it better to do it this way, because my hands are in the position I need them to be for the next chord. But you can do it however you want. So once again, you've got I'm sentimental, so I walk. And then for the rain, she comes up and plays a G in the left hand, and then plays D and A in the right. So I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. Then we go right back to that C minor 7. And this time when she plays the G and B, you're going to play this C octave. So I've got some. And then she's going to play this F variation here. So F with your left hand, C and E flat, and then A. And I recommend playing that with your thumb, so that you've got I've got some habits, I've got some habits. Okay? And then for I Can't Explain, she's going to play, it's like a D minor chord. So you got D, then A, C, G in your right hand. Even I can't explain. And for explain, she's going to play in the right hand B and E flat. And in the left hand, she's going to play this G and F. So far for the verse, you've got I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got some habits, even I can't explain. And then for I Go to the Corner, it's a E flat major. Might be an E flat major 9 or something. But what that is in the left hand, playing this E flat down here. In the right hand, you play G, B flat, and F. So you're going to play, and then you hit it again in your right hand. So I go to the, and then for corner, your left hand stays on this E flat, but you move your thumb up here to this G flat, so that you're playing now. So you've got, I go to the corner. And then for I end up in Spain, you just let your pinky slip down here to this D right here in your left hand, and in your right hand you're going to play D, A, and C. And I end up in, and then for Spain, you come up here to this G in your left hand, and then play basically the same chord, you just take off the C, so that you're just playing D and A. Spain. And then you go back to this C minor chord in your left hand, Y, which is the very first chord you play. Then back to this F in your left hand, to, at the same time you play an A in your right hand. Change me. So that whole first verse is, I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got some habits even I can't explain. I go to the corner and I end up in Spain. Why try to, I'm sorry, just why try to change me? Now, for the now beat, and you'll listen to this in the recording, when she goes to the now, it's just nothing. It's just space. So, why try to change me now for the first beat. And then the second beat, that's when the music comes back in, and she plays this low B flat down here, and then D in the right hand. So D, F, B, and she goes. So D flat and B, B flat and D, F, B in the right hand, B flat. So. And then with your left hand, come over here and hit this G at the same time that you hit this G octave in your right hand. And then you're gonna hit this D, if I didn't already say that. So G, D, and then you're gonna hit this G again in your left hand, and you're gonna hit, you're gonna play F and G at the same time, and then back to that D. So that after, when she says now, wait a beat, and then play. Try to change me now. And then we go into the next verse. Or next, continue with the verse, I guess. Or second verse, or however you want to say it.